Have you ever felt you were born for something greater, like there's a fire inside you that hasn't fully ignited yet? Napoleon Hill called it a burning desire, the starting point of all achievement. This video will reignite what time tried to silence. Proverbs 13:12 says, "Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life." This desire isn't vanity, it's divine direction. It reveals what heaven already planted inside you. Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't born rich, but he told himself every day, "I will be the best in the world." His desire burned so intensely that neither language, poverty, nor critics stopped him. He didn't wait for the opportunity, he became it. Napoleon Hill wrote, "A burning desire is the beginning of all miracles, but it must be defined, fueled, and pursued with unwavering faith. Those who desire achieve almost nothing." The philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Desire something so strongly that the universe can't ignore it." Burning desire isn't just wanting, it's about deciding. And once you decide, the invisible begins to shift. Steve Harvey once slept in his car for years, but he never gave up his burning desire to be heard, to inspire, to prosper. Today, he says, what you desire intensely is what begins to shape you. Your future is hidden in the strength of your desire. In Luke 18, Jesus tells the parable of the persistent widow. She was ignored, rejected, but kept pressing until justice came. That's the picture of burning desire, pursuing what you know is yours, even when everything says no. Burning desire isn't a whim, it's God's voice echoing inside you, pointing the way. Often that voice gets mistaken for ambition, but ambition without purpose is vanity. Desire with faith is calling. Napoleon Hill noticed all the millionaires he interviewed had one thing in common. They saw their goal mentally before seeing it physically. The image in their mind came before the bank balance. Faith was the map before arrival. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you that matters, but how you respond." Burning desire responds with action, even in pain. It turns obstacles into training. Denzel Washington said, "You must be bold enough to desire and disciplined enough to act." He was rejected for dozens of roles, but burning desire kept him standing. Today, he inspires millions. Romans 4:20 says, "Abraham did not waver at the promise. Even without seeing, he believed." That's the kind of desire that moves heaven. Unshakable faith in what doesn't yet exist. Napoleon Hill said, "When desire becomes an obsession, the mind finds the way." That's the difference between wanting and achieving. Burning desire builds the bridge from dream to reality. Faith doesn't eliminate effort, it turns effort into mission. Burning desire plus faith equals fuel for achievement. And if you've made it this far, your fire is still alive. Pause now and declare, "My desire is sacred. My faith is unshakable. My action is relentless." If this is clear inside you, nothing can stop what's coming. You don't need permission to desire something deeply that God already placed in your heart. Burning desire doesn't wait for validation. It moves with faith. And where faith lives, the impossible begins to weaken. Many people wait to feel confident before acting, but Napoleon Hill made it clear, confidence comes after action, never before. Burning desire moves even with fear. Courage is born from decision, not from safety. Albert Einstein said, "Imagination is everything. It's the preview of life's coming attractions." Burning desire uses imagination as a spiritual tool. You see it before you live it. You feel it before you achieve it.
Proverbs 16:3 teaches, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will succeed." Burning desire is born in the spirit. When aligned with heaven, it becomes unstoppable. Angela Duckworth, a performance expert, found that what sets winners apart isn't talent, but grit, deep desire, and relentless persistence. Hill would call it burning desire in motion. That's what separates those who try from those who win. You don't need 100 opportunities. You need one burning desire, a clear vision, and enough faith to persist. God doesn't need many to do much. He only needs one who believes. Don't compare yourself to those who have arrived. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Napoleon Hill would say, "If you moved 1 inch toward your desire, you've already won the day." Keep going. Burning desire isn't learned from books. It's awakened by pain, by frustration, by the cry of a soul that refuses to settle. And that you already have. Now you just need to turn it into action. If you have a strong enough why, the how will appear. Napoleon Hill, the Bible, philosophers, they all agree on this. Burning desire is the why that moves mountains. If God planted that desire in you, it means He's already prepared the resources, connections, and opportunities. You just need to walk with faith, with action, with burning desire. You don't need everyone to believe in your dream. You need to believe enough to keep going when no one else sees it. That's the power of burning desire. It sees through eyes of faith, not eyes of doubt. Elon Musk was ridiculed for launching rockets. He invested everything. He cried. He failed, but his desire was greater than any setback. Today, the whole world looks up and sees the result. Faith is the invisible element that transforms burning desire into visible reality. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Desire without faith is weak. With faith, it creates. Napoleon Hill said, "What the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve." You must conceive, create the mental image, believe with unshakable strength, and achieve through daily action. French philosopher Blaise Pascal wrote, "There are reasons the heart understands that reason does not. Burning desire is one of them. When it comes from the soul, no logic can stop it. It moves the impossible. You don't need to know how, you need to know why. Burning desire is born from the why that gets you out of bed, that pushes you even when tired. That's the invisible engine of achievement. If you feel you're not living your purpose, look inward. Burning desire is already there, waiting to be awakened. Not by the world, but by you. The decision to change lights the fire. If you're still alive, it means something great is reserved for you, and that greatness will be fueled by your desire. Don't extinguish the fire. Feed it. Every step you take with intention fuels your purpose, and every act of faith turns your desire into reality. You are not here by accident. You are here because you were called to ignite. Declare now, "My burning desire is alive. My faith is firm. My action is daily. My harvest is guaranteed." And move on, because the world is about to witness your fire.